So there will come a time when you need to join a new thread. So I'm going to show you two methods of joining threads in your beadwork. So the first one I'm going to show you is how to knot a new thread onto your old thread. So here I have threaded up a new piece of thread in a different colour so it's easy for you to see what's happening, and I'm going to tie a slip knot in the bottom of the new thread. So all that is just making a loop, one of those that comes undone. So you fold it over, bring the thread underneath the loop and then pull that loop through without releasing the tail. Then you put your old thread through that loop, like so. Bring it down to your work where you want your knot to be formed. And I never do this on the edge of your beadwork, always do it somewhere in the middle. And then you pull apart the ends of your new thread. So you need a good grip and you want to pull, and usually you can hear it click, and if you can't hear it you can feel it. And once it's formed you just give it a little tug. If it moves it's not formed properly and you need to do it again. If it doesn't move then you know it's secure, and then you can just carry on beading. So your knot will hopefully go inside the next bead, and then it won't be a trouble when you come back along the row. So if we just come back again once more, through there, that's the bead with the knot in. And it really depends on how big your beads are, what technique you're using as to which method you should use. So that's the knot method. I'm just going to cut the ends off. Normally I would weave these in, but I'm going to show you how to join another one with the weaving in method. And this one is good for any closed stitch such as peyote stitch, square stitch, herringbone stitch, any of those. This is good to use. So for weaving in, again, don't do it on the edge of your work, do it on the inside of your work. And this is good for any solid piece of beadwork. So you're going to go through one bead and then come back through the bead next to it and then back through the first one again. So you've done a complete square motion. If you pull on your thread it'll still move, so do it again. So you need to keep doing this kind of reverse action, square mode, until you can pull on your thread and that tail doesn't budge, and then you know it's secure, and then you can weave yourself up to where you need to be to carry on beading. So that's two methods of how to join a thread, and obviously you do the same with the tails, you weave them in the same manner. When you cut your threads, cut them under tension, close to the bead, and then as you cut, that thread relaxes and the end disappears inside the bead, so you don't have any tufty ends showing on your beadwork.